everybody. Here we are. We're so excited. Yes. Happy Saturday, Surge. Rock stars, irresistible rock stars. So let us know you're on. We want to know that you're on. Definitely get in there, comment, tell us. We are celebrating with you because this is an extraordinary month. And this is going to be an extraordinary morning full of lots of information, lots of significant training, a new product that we are launching, a first time, you guys, first time that our company has ever launched a product such as this, because this product in itself, oh my goodness, our clinical solutions product, you've heard about it. You're going to be learning about it. I'm grabbing my box right here. This is so fun. This is the box that the company sent me with the brand new product. I've been using products out of different kind of little bottles that they started with. First time I saw it, we were at an inner circle meeting, and they were passing around these little bottle samples for us to sample this product, because our scientists at Mary Kay Corporate, our scientists at our manufacturing facility have come up with this extraordinary line, this retinol product that is magical. It is amazing and it's extraordinary, and you're going to hear all about all the details today. But I did want to share a couple thoughts with you guys before we walk into this morning. I wanted to talk to you about success. Those who are successful are those who are willing to do things consistently when other people will only do them occasionally. This week is about making progress in our lives. This week is about making progress in our businesses. This week is about learning about how confident we can become, because when women become confident, they see the world differently. They respond to the world differently. They actually filter information differently. If you were 10 times more confident than you currently are right now, what would you be feeling? How would you be considering your life? You would set goals differently. You would have bigger dreams. You would go after those dreams. You wouldn't be operating at the same place. And if there's some place that you want to be that you are not currently at, then that means it's on the other side of your comfort zone, the other side of your comfort zone. It's not in your comfort zone with you. It's on something that you need to push yourself out of. So this week, I'm going to do something rock star. I'm going to be meeting some new women. I am going to be going out and about meeting women. I'm going to be calling referrals, meeting women. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing 5 a day, new women, conversations with new women and inviting them 5 a day. And I'm challenging my directors to do the very same thing. 5 a day. And then I'm going to be taking some pictures of us. I'm going to do some selfies of the women that I'm meeting. And then I'm going to be posting those selfies to make sure the directors know that I'm in it and that I'm on it. And I'm going to be letting them know in our Rockstar, our fund director, Rockstar Voxer, that I'm all over this. I'm expanding my influence into women that I have not met yet. So this morning, however, you are going to be meeting, some of you already know how extraordinary our James directors are. Brilliant and extraordinary. And 3 of them this morning are going to be training you. And I'm going to tell you, first of all, is going to be Erica Plucknett. And yeah, I know, cheers are going up. Excitement is enhanced. She always says that she's geeky. She's geeky because she loves all the information about products and how it works on the skin and how it all correlates together. But I asked her a couple questions. She's been a director actually for 6 years, our beautiful Erica. I asked her what she was most grateful for, and she said that being a director has given me the ability to expand my platform for encouraging and empowering other women. Being a director has allowed me to do what I love to do on the greater level than I would be able to do it any other way otherwise, and has brought me more joy and love into my life. Joy and love into my life. I love re-giving. It's like repackaging, regifting, regiving. The mentoring that I've received back to the women that need it the most. And we all need it the most, to take what we've received and then generate it back to the women who need it the most, to be able to bless others because we have been blessed. And that's what we believe. Leadership in our company is not about getting other people to do what we think they should do. Leadership in our company is about empowering women to do what they want to do. And Erica's focus today is she's going to share the why behind the product, how it is different than anything else in our current line, to explain some of the not so boring but sassy parts of our product line that's science and why it works. Also explain why it's so important to follow. Listen, guys, for those of you who are direction followers, to follow the directions, because I had to learn that the hard way. Also, follow the directions on this product line, the do's and don'ts about the retinization process, and then following Erica is going to be the phenomenal Margie Whitworth, who has been a director for 17 years. She is most grateful for the opportunity of Mary Kay because it was a proven path of success that I could follow, which allowed me to have an income to support my family and to drive free for the last 17 years, drive free. And because of our career path, I'm able to impact, educate, and support other women on how to accelerate their businesses as well. Margie is going to be teaching us today on how to get an action plan, how to go into action, how to figure out that action plan, and also how to promote the clinical solutions from now until Tuesday, when it's going to be released for all of us, so they can order for themselves and for their clients, how to excite people with the pre-selling process. Yay. And then following Margie is our beautiful and highly educated Stacy Taylor. She's been a director for 13 years, and Stacy would say that she shared her love of the company because it allowed her to design her life around her family and amidst of her career. Design her life around her family in the midst of a career, from caregiving from her mom in the final 2 years of her mother's life, so that she didn't have to go into a nursing home, to now being able to enjoy being a stepmom to four daughters, which is a true joy for her, and also love driving free for all the years that she's been a sales director, helping women advance in their own personal dreams in their business. And Stacy is going to be sharing with us and training about her personal experience and using the Clinical Solutions product. She's going to be emphasizing the need for close contact and how to communicate with your customers and your clientele when they are using the product, and learning the process of that. And she's got some really fun personal scoops that she received from other directors who are in the Dallas area, who were in the initial trials and programs with this product, and why it's such a great time right now to retinalize your skin. We're going to kick this off with a video, and then I'm going to hand it right over to our beautiful Erica.
Can skincare products really turn back time?
Scientists today know more than ever about why and how skin ages.
Together with the growing consumer demand for products that deliver strong benefits, Mary Kay has developed Clinical Solutions,
A new line of dermocosmetic skincare products.
The term dermocosmetics is used to describe the intersection of products with both beauty
and dermatological benefits. The growth in dermocosmetics reflects the evolving role of the cosmetics industry in helping consumers achieve improved skin health.
To support the objectives of this line, Every Clinical Solutions product is validated by Mary Kay's Dermatologist Council. When you see this seal, you can be assured the formula, ingredients, and clinical testing have been evaluated by an advisory council of U.S. board-certified dermatologists. Their thorough review of the formulas, product testing protocols, and results reinforce the high standards of research and efficacy. At Mary Kay, our product philosophy is simple. We always put you first.
The new Retinol 0.5 set contains a nighttime serum powered by pure retinol, plus a calming facial milk. In independent clinical testing, Retinol 0.5 was shown to improve the appearance of wrinkles,
Uneven skin tone,
and loss of facial firmness.
basically
All the things that make your skin look older.
With guidance from dermatologists, Mary Kay designed an 8-week retinization protocol.
To help minimize the temporary dryness, flakiness, or redness that can occur when you first start using products that contain pure retinol at 0.5% concentration.
This protocol incorporates a gradual increase in Mary Kay's Clinical Solutions Retinol 0.5 usage over time,
And gives the skin time to gradually adjust to the potency of retinol. It also combines the use of Calm Plus Restore facial milk to help with temporary dryness.
if it occurs. Often when you introduce new ingredients or new treatments to the skin,
It can take time for skin to adjust.
and this is especially true for retinol,
This period of adjustment is commonly called retinization.
retinization.
Mary Kay worked with dermatologists to develop a gentle retinization protocol.
So that everyone can experience the benefits of this ingredient.
By gradually increasing frequency, skin has time to adjust to the potency of high concentration retinols.
This new dermacosmetic line delivers a marriage of product performance
And personal attention you simply won't find.
at any other beauty brand.
All right, you guys, we are just going to hand it right to our magnificent Erica Plunkett.
Yay! Oh my gosh. Can you say Mary Kay Derma Cosmetics? I just love that so much. This is next level, and I'm so excited to be able to explain to you. Like, you can see that video, you can see before and afters, and you can get so excited. Like, we really don't even need to teach you anything about it, truly, because the results speak for themselves. And just the hype and excitement of this product is going to get you fired up. But I am a self-proclaimed geek, and I consider that one of the highest compliments. It's just the way that God made me. And I love it. And I love learning about how skincare works. If you know anything about me, I am a retired nurse. And so processes, how health works, how medicine works, how vitamins work with your skin on a cellular level, how things work in your body on a cellular level has always been so exciting to me, naturally, so much that I studied it in college. So I'm excited to talk to you guys today about a little bit of the science behind this incredible set that we are obsessed with. Like, just look how beautiful this is. Seriously, it's out of control. Just looking at it, you just are so excited and you want to dig in. So let's talk about retinol. Let's talk about the calming milk that is combined with this. Like they said, it's like a marriage between two of the best things for your skin. And let's talk about why it's important to follow the retinization process. I am a rule breaker. Since the day I was born, my parents would tell you that too. But when it comes to things like your body and your skin, which is your largest organ, it's probably good to play it by the rules in this case. So I'm going to talk to you guys about that. And then I'm really just going to talk to you about how this product is set apart from any other product in our skincare line. So when we talk about the retinol, that's where I really want to start, because I feel like that is the power-packed part of this relationship of this clinical solution. So this serum, retinol 0.5, this is pure, highly concentrated retinol. So people will say, well, what's the difference between this retinol and the retinol that's in the Time Wise Repair line? I always say that the retinol in the Time Wise Repair line is like a slow release. When you think about it, it's like a bath bomb, right? You put it in the bath and it's slowly dissolving. So that's the type of retinol you're getting in the Time Wise Repair night cream. Retinol, 0.5% pure concentrated, is not like a bath bomb. I say it's like a punch right to the face. Like you're gonna get this power packed. And so I really want to describe to you guys how this works. So retinol, if you don't know anything about it, I'm always like, okay, if I'm going to put something on my body or in my body, what is the source? Because we want to make sure we're being healthy advocates for our bodies. And so what I love about retinol is it is literally derived from vitamin A, which vitamin A is something that our bodies naturally produce through the foods that we eat, which is awesome. It's basically in charge. It's one of the big things that is in charge of producing collagen in our bodies. And collagen is what gives our skin like that thickness underneath that makes it so it's firmer, tighter, gives it the bounce back ability so it's not saggy. And so that is all happening from vitamin A, which is awesome. So retinol is derived right from vitamin A, which is really important for healthy cell development. So knowing that right away is so cool because you're like, wow, this is so cool. Like my body's already producing this, but it's almost just giving it like a boost. It's giving it like it's like producing it on steroids when you use this, when you use a retinol. So how it works, so it's a little bit different than anything else we have. So we have amazing anti-aging products in our line. I think about Time Wise, I think about Time Wise Repair. Then I think about the treatments on top of those skincare systems, like the glycolic peel, for example. We talk about how, when we look at the different types of exfoliators and how that works, and, this is a whole different level. So the products that we have in our line right now are incredible. They work on the surface of the skin. So they're generally removing 1 to 3 layers of dead skin off the top of that skin, which the top of your skin is called your epidermis. So I don't know if you remember studying this, but there's 3 layers of the skin. So if you were to look at it, you would see the epidermis, which is the top layer of the skin. And then you would have the dermis, which is the middle layer of the skin. And then you have the subcutaneous part of the skin, which is like the fatty goodness in our faces that make them plump and yummy. So we've got those 3 layers of skin. And the products that we have right now are amazing. They help to remove the dead surface layers off the couple first layers of epidermis, right? And so that's how we get glowing skin. We get the anti-aging benefits. That's how we see visible results in our skin with our line. But retinol is a little bit different. And the cool thing about it is that rather than removing dead skin cells from the surface, retinol can actually, when it goes onto your skin, it's telling those dead skin cells, like on the first level, to say, okay, we are going to slough off, and we're going to slough off fast. It's like taking your skincare from like a nice little jog to like a sprint, right? They're like, okay, we're going to speed this up. And then you have these small molecules that actually can penetrate into the dermis of your skin. So remember I said that's the middle layer. So that's really awesome about this type of product is it can go deeper into your skin. And in your dermis, you have little blood vessels that are triggering new growth, healthy cell turnover. This is where your skin gets its thickness. This is where your skin actually produces collagen, is in the dermal layer. So having it go into there, what's really cool is the retinol, the small molecules are communicating, produce more collagen, and it tells your skin to thicken up. So I want you guys to understand that if your skin is getting thicker, that means it's getting plumper. It is lifting, contrary to what people will think. I know that sometimes while you're using this, you might feel like your skin is thinning out because you might have flakiness, you might have dryness, you might have redness, but really that is your outer layer of skin responding to the plumping and the thickening and the collagen, the increased collagen production, and the healthy cells that are turning over from the inside out. So you can imagine how this is going to work for texture, for anybody who has scarring, to help plump that out, fine lines and wrinkles, it's like you're getting them filled from the inside out. And then of course it's going to also help with, anybody who has hyperpigmentation or melasma, because it's accelerating that top layer where you'll see like some dark spots or aging or anything like that. It's saying like, we're going to slough this off way faster. And as you do that, that healthy skin from the inside comes out. So you're going to see those fading of those sun marks and those age spots and like hyperpigmentation, which is so awesome. And it can even help treat some acne. Now, I will tell you that if your clients or you are you're going through maybe moderate to severe acne, I would say, honest to goodness, this is me loving who I am and loving science and loving Mary Kay. I'd say if you have customers who are having moderate to severe acne, that might be time to stop. Have them go talk to their dermatologist before they get started on a retinol. There are some really great dermatologists out there who will work with you and your Mary Kay skincare to help you, according to your skin, walk you through this is what kind of products would be good for you from Mary Kay's line. And I know that I can personally attest to that because I have done that in my business. And so there's some really great derms out there that you can walk through with that. But if you're experiencing, like if you have customers who have like maybe like slight to mild, this can actually help to clear it up because it helps to keep your pores unclogged, which is awesome, to help prevent the dead skin or the dirt or oil to get trapped in and cause those blemishes. So keep in mind that if you have somebody who, maybe they occasionally break out, keep in mind that the skin cycle is 28 days to 6 weeks. So it might take a little while for them to see improvement in breakouts. Some people who never have had breakouts might experience a little bit of purging during the retinization process. But remember that is just literally your skin is now sprinting to turn over those healthy cells, and it's starting to work from the inside out. So of course, we're going to expect some side effects, right? And that's what I love about how Mary Kay made this product. They have that calming milk to couple with the powerhouse retinol. And that's important because this calming milk is amazing. I loved using it. It is loaded with like rich fatty acids to help soothe your skin. So if you're having literally it's called calming milk. So if your skin needs to calm down from the retinol, that is exactly what it does. And Mary Kay, for the way that they created this retinization process, I have to commend them from a medical side of saying thank you, thank you, thank you, because I used to take care of patients who needed to gradually taper into medication and gradually taper off of medication. And when you look at it like this, retinol is powerful. It really is. We just talked about how it works. And so being able to dilute it and being able to gradually introduce your skin to this retinization process is awesome. I always say, think about it as like a stair-step approach to retinol. You start slowly, and then over this 8 to 12 week period, you gradually increase your skin's exposure to retinol. And following this process is what's going to help really just maximize the reduction of the potential discomfort for it, but also maximize your results. So I want to finish out before I bring Margie in the do's and don'ts of the retinization process. So I just explained to you how this type of product is way more powerful and potent than any product we have in the line, right? And I think about one of the rules that Mary Kay tells us. Don't exfoliate 2 days in a row, right? They say don't do the peel and then do the microderm the next day. They say don't microderm with your cleansing brush. There are things that they tell you on purpose, and that is on, hear me out, even if you microdermed with your cleansing brush, that's still only hitting the epidermis, the outer layer of the skin. So imagine what happens if you don't follow the rules to something that's not only working on the outer layer of your skin, like super, like sprinting on the outer layer of your skin, but going deep and saying, no, it's this even more of this. So I always say, like, you're building up the cardio on your face, and it's going under and it's building up the muscles. If you know anything about me, I love to work out. So these are my analogies always. So follow the protocols for the retinization process when you're using this for yourself, because I expect like all of you to be using this yourself, if you fit in the qualifications, right? And I expect all of your customers to want to use this. And so some of the rules that Mary Kay has, because during this retinization process, our skin is really going through some strenuous stuff, we want to avoid all types of exfoliators, because the retinol's exfoliating your skin constantly on 2 different levels, constantly. In the beginning, you only use this once a week. That doesn't mean it's only working once a week. You put it on that week and it's working all 7 days, and your face is getting into shape. And so when you use something like the glycolic peel or the cleansing brush or the microdermabrasion set, the naturally scrub or the botanical scrub, those are big no-nos. Your skin will get agitated, will get angry, and you have a potential for doing more damage. Actually, you have a potential for scarring your skin if you don't allow it the time that it needs to adjust and to heal. So think about that when you're tempted to do it. I know if you have flaking, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I really want to just microderm this off. Use the calming milk, follow the protocol, trust the process. We hear that all the time. And you might not even experience that at all. Your customers might not experience that at all, but keep that in mind. You also want to avoid any acne products, because our acne system already contains alpha hydroxy acids in the form of salicylic acid that are already speeding up the exfoliating of your skin. And so that is how our Clear Proof system works, to help dry out the acne that people are experiencing. So using that on top of this is a no-no as well. And then any vitamin C products. So the vitamin C plus E serum, if you have vitamin C squares or vitamin C serums, you're going to want to avoid those as well, because it can make the skin a lot more sensitive during the retinization process. So I would suggest a basic cleanser and a basic moisturizer that you can stick to. This is not the time for you to get like nuts and try all these other things. If you're already using a gentle cleanser, a gentle moisturizer, stick to it. You don't want to introduce too much to your skin all at once that's new. And then I would suggest to you and your customers, because you're probably going to undergo a little bit more dryness than normal. Not everybody's going to experience on the same level, but it might be a good time to consider making sure you have those naturally oil drops to add to your moisturizer as needed. Use your calming milk. Maybe grab yourself some of that oil-free hydrating gel just to have, just in case. And just trust that process and make sure you're following the rules for yourself and following the rules for your customers. So that's what I have for you guys today. I'm super excited. I'm going to introduce to you the incredible Margie Whitworth. She's a rock star. She's going to get you so fired up with a plan to get out there and collect those pre-orders. So take it away, Marge.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Erica. That was amazing. I love the knowledge that you just provided for us. And what I know is that you all were listening like a consumer, right? Okay. Well, now we need to have you go from thinking like a consumer to thinking like a retailer. So I physically want you to put your hands like this over your head and take off your consumer hat, and then come over here and grab your retailer hat and put your retailer hat on. Okay, go ahead, do it with me. All right, you got it? Great. So quick story. Do you remember as a child when you were first trying to ride a bike? I want you to tap into that feeling that you had. I'm sure that you were nervous, not sure if you could do it, and you worried about looking silly or even falling off the bike the first time. But I also know that you had someone there beside you that was helping you to learn how to ride a bike. Well, That's what we're going to do with this retinalization process and the plan of action. We as directors today that are training you, and your director, along with Mary Kay, has put everything into place for you to be successful with Clinical Solutions. So are you ready to think like a retailer? Are you really ready to go? Then let's get on the Clinical Solutions bike. Here are my 6 simple steps to success on promoting Clinical Solutions. Step number 1, on your paper, big bold letters, I want you to write down your name. Yes, your name, big bold letters on your piece of paper. You will be the first person on the bike. Now I want you to write down 5 clients that are your besties, that are on our skincare, love our skincare, and who support you every time you talk about your Mary Kay business. Do you have their names written down? Great. You plus those 5 customers are going to be riding the bike of success of Clinical Solutions down the road as we start this retinalization process. So step 2 is you've got to create a buzz about the product on your social media platform. Mixing it up. Don't just be posting scripts or verbiage. People love to see you go live in your groups, and pictures tell a story. Pay attention to those people who are making comments and viewing your post. Be sure to understand that not everybody wants to write a comment, but if they're watching you, they're interested. So post number 1, I just put, I'm super excited that I finally get to share that Mary Kay now offers dermocosmetic skincare called Clinical Solutions. Check out the info below and my before and after picture, or you could put your director's before and after picture, and see how she went through the 8-week retinalization process. If you don't have a picture, reach out to your director. We have a library of before and after pictures that we would love to share with you. Or you could even take some of the pictures that Mary Kay has on InTouch under the Clinical Solutions Hub. Post number 2, a live video. I know some of you might be a little nervous about this, but make it fun. One of the things that I did on my second post is I said to them, at the age of 20, we start to lose 1% of our natural collagen in our face. And then I went, yikes. So ask them if they take their age minus 20, and if they would post in the comments what the percentage of collagen they have lost so far. That was a powerful post because I started to get the engagement with people. And some people were like, oh my gosh, like 48% or 38% or even 20% was a lot of collagen loss for them to realize that they had been losing. Now, when people comment, I don't just start throwing in all of my comments about Clinical Solutions on my social media. Instead, I'll say some really fun things like this. Wow, are you ready to turn back time? Or yikes, I sent you a private message. I'd love to connect. So it's those individual conversations that we're going to have with people that are going to get them excited about Clinical Solutions. Post number 3. This was fun. I just say to people, this is a product that is going to really amplify the aging process for you. And then I just put a picture from Mary Kay InTouch that would correlate with that particular statement. I also put Clinical Solutions won't appear on my website until February 16th, but I'm taking pre-orders today. So those are 3 simple posts that you can use today, tomorrow, and Monday. And on Tuesday, you get to order Clinical Solutions. All right, let's go to step 3. Make a commitment that you will order a Clinical Solutions for yourself and that you will go through the 8-week process, take before and after pictures. And of course, if you're breastfeeding or getting or already pregnant, you won't be using it, but you can share and ask your sister consultants and directors to share their pics with you. Be sure to introduce all of these women all these women in a conversation that you're not just a one and done. You've got to make sure that you're staying in communication with them. Ladies, it's important that we share some of the things that could happen with the retinalization process. And we've got to make sure that we're being very honest with them, open and in communication. So step 4, who should be on my list? Well, if you've been doing the Glow and Tell process with the skincare, then you've got a list of women who are now done with trying our basic skincare system and ready to go into retinalization. You may know women who are receiving Medi-Spa or derm treatments. And if you're not sure if they are, just ask them. Say, hey, have you ever gone to a Medi-Spa and done any treatments there or gone to a dermatologist? I've asked a lot of my clients that question to find out where they are with their skincare. I was shocked at how many people had been getting treatments from those types of places. Also, women who you are already working with who are concerned about aging, wrinkles, sagging, age spots. Women who are on your preferred customer list and who always get the lookbook from you. Oh boy, here's my lookbook. And the spring lookbook has the clinical solutions on the front page, along with 9 pages explaining all about this new product. Women in your groups who are viewing and making comments, or maybe just looking at what you're posting. Be sure to put a flyer in all your reorders going forward into the spring about clinical solutions and then following up with them. And don't forget to use the fabulous professional photography that Mary Kay has supplied to us for any of your downloads. There will also be a clinical solutions social media plague book that will be released shortly. Mary Kay also added a clinical solutions skincare confident that was released on Wednesday this week. And be sure to go to that and take the clinical solutions. What is it called? Confident. Let me say it again. Clinical Solutions Skincare Confident on Mary Kay InTouch. It was very powerful because the words that they taught us in that particular confident, skincare confident, really helped me to fine tune my words. Be sure to watch multiple videos that the company has put out. And of course, be sure to talk to your director. Step 6, clinical solutions will be released on Tuesday. I am so confident that with the combination of the company's things, what the directors are sharing today, and what your director has, you'll be ready to ride the bike on Tuesday. Stacy, I'm excited to hear from you and how your retinalization process went and how you're staying in close connection with your clients through this process.
Oh, thanks, Margie. You guys are so awesome. We should just take a little minute and just clap for those two because we've had so much fun conversation. Right. This whole week preparing, and it is exciting. And I have to be totally honest with you. Those of you who know how I train, I'm totally honest. I did not want to get on the bike. I was not wanting to get on the bike of retinol. In fact, I knew about this product because when you live in Dallas, you get invited to do some of the cool test marketing and test panels. And I actually declined. I was like, oh no, I'm not doing that because I always was afraid of retinol. I have very sensitive skin. I'm going to show you my before and after in just a second. So I even had a couple of director friends that I meet with who were doing this step by step. And you guys, they were doing this a year ago. They were doing this pre-COVID. That's how long the company's been working on their testing, right? And so they couldn't tell me what it was about, but I could see their skin getting better and I could see it happening. And I would hear all the scoops and they were like, oh, it's incredible. We can't wait. But even then I was like, well, too bad that won't be for me, but I'll learn about that for my customers or and even so here was my thing about retinol, you guys. It took me a year to even, and this is earlier. I use Repair now, thank goodness, because I'm in my 50s. But even when I was in my 40s, I couldn't fully use the Time-Wise Repair because of the night cream and the retinol, even though it was buffered. And so I was always really afraid of that. It made my skin red. I fell asleep with it once and it rested into this fine line. And I had like a raw spot on my face for 2 weeks, you know, from repair. That's how sensitive my skin was years ago. So the fact that I could go through this retinization process and have such good luck with it, I feel so blessed. And so really the company has done a great job. I'm going to do a screen share because Claire said we can. I love it that we can all do screen shares. And I'll just show you my just a minute here. I have to squish you all smaller. Here's my screen share of me. Ta-da. Okay, can y'all see that? Wait, let's take the chat away. Okay, so let me close the chat here because you got to see the whole thing. So, okay, so I did the before and I did the after, and it's pretty dramatic. And I didn't even know if I should put them side by side, because I think when you are having this happen to your skin, sometimes you don't realize how much better your skin is looking. And my husband is like, oh yeah, you really need to show that. So basically, if you could zoom in to this picture, you would not only see, obviously the discoloration is so much better, the pigmentation is so much better, but deeper lines are less deep. And then if you zoomed in, used to have these little fine lines by my lip and underneath, they're like gone now. So super, super exciting. And that was after the 8-week process. That was not any longer than that. So anyhow, so it is very exciting and it does work. And so what I would say to you is that just to ditto everyone else, there's a lot of the Mary Kay directors that jumped right in, didn't follow the retinization process and had some bad results and stopped using it. And they were like, threw up their hands. So don't be that person. Don't let your customers be that person. What I love about the milk, Erica talked a lot about the difference of the retinol being so pure and so potent. Well, the milk is special too, because the milk has, I'm just going to read to you some of the things in the milk because I love ingredients as well. Because do you guys remember in old-fashioned days in the skincare class, they would say if someone is having an allergic reaction to put milk on their face, on their skin, and remember that? Okay, so, and the reason for that was because it was really, and whole milk would be the best because of the fat in the whole milk. And so if you Google how to calm skin down, to this day, it'll still say put whole milk on the face. Well, part of that is because of the fatty acids that really calm your skin down. So basically, I can't believe I can't find my notes on this, exactly what's in it. But so basically the milk it is like getting a shot of the pure fatty acids that are in the oil. So a lot of that same avocado oil, the almond seed oil, those same oils are in there. And then also it has this squalene ingredient, and I hope I'm saying that right. It was been in skincare for a long time. It used to be only derived from shark liver, and now Mary Kay found a way to get it from sugarcane. So that's exciting. We don't have to get any sharks involved. And so it just completely makes your skin hydrated and just completely soothed with this product. So I know we were talking, Michelle Cahill was saying, I just want to use the milk all the time. Like the milk is incredible. And so don't be afraid to use the milk. Don't be afraid to use, not just to dilute in the beginning, but use it a lot. In fact, the recommendations, I had to use the milk during the day over my makeup, because sometimes I'd wake up and my skin wasn't flaky or peeling, but then throughout the day, for whatever that inside process that Erica was describing, I would start to have this kind of peeling on my face. And instead of putting moisture on it, I remembered that I could just put the milk and put it right over my makeup, and it would just kind of pat in and it would resolve that, okay? The other quick thing I would tell you is that I learned the lesson to be so committed to sunscreen. And I am so committed to sunscreen. I love my sunscreen, but there was one morning where I was in the retinization process for that 8 weeks. And I did not use any of the exfoliators because I remembered that and I was too scared not to, So, but I did make a mistake, and I went on an early morning walk in the Dallas sun, and I just washed my face and I didn't have any sunscreen on. And I'm telling you guys, after that, I had so much redness. I almost felt like the couple of age spots that went away, came back, because of that one time without my sunscreen in hot sun. And so I do think it is important to really make sure that your customers are committed to their SPF of 30. That's really what they need. Does that make sense? The other little tip I would say is they say not to put the retinol on for 5 to 10 minutes after you wash your face. And I kind of forgot about that a couple times. And those were the only times where it really was burning. So that is an important little step, because there's something about waiting the 5 to 10 minutes where your natural oils kind of come back to your surface of your skin. And then it just makes it so much nicer. When you look at that diagram, and definitely do what Margie said about the clinical solutions module, because it's not like the big long skincare confident module that does take a long time. This one, literally, I did it in 22 minutes. So you guys can do this and you get a bling badge and it's super fun. But when you do it, it'll tell you where to put the dots, and it'll have like a little picture of a lady's face. It's like dot, 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 dot. And it seems like, well, of course, we're going to do that. But if you don't do that and you accidentally do like more dots here and you get into certain lines, or you get too close to your eyes, you've got to keep it away from your eyes. So just really follow those directions, because it works. It's incredible. My other tip is that I did get it a little too close to my eyes. And for me, what happened was I got it too close to the corners of my eyes. And that really became a very, like a little red V, like a little broken skin red V by the sides of my eyes. And I had to put, I had to put extra emollient night cream on it just to kind of seal it up for a while so that that healed. So then I went back and read my directions again, because I already read them 17 times and I guess I needed to read it one more time. And then it said, why don't you put your eye cream on before you put the retinol on? That's a great tip, because if you put your eye cream on first, then what happens is you naturally keep the retinol away from your eye area, right? Because you already have eye cream there. You're not going to accidentally put it in. And it kind of keeps the retinol from seeping into your eye area. Plus, I literally took my contacts out before I did the retinol, because if you do the retinols on your fingers, you wash your hands, you're not supposed to touch your face again. You know, if you forget and don't take out your contacts, that's a bummer. So these are just little tips that I've learned. And, you know, it's nothing to be scared of. There's going to be a lot of people that don't have any of these reactions, but I'm sharing that with you because I could kind of be the poster child for the super sensitive person that never wanted to be on the bicycle. And then I learned how to ride the bike, and now I'm super happy. So, so those would be my little tips for you guys, but just get excited about it. And if you feel not excited about it, like I did, find a way to get excited about it, because we are so blessed. I mean, that's the last thing I'm going to say. We are so blessed to have a company that would be working on this level of product for us. There are so many women, Margie's right, that go to med spas, they go to the dermatologist, and they like, I went ahead, because Margie has pre-sold like 11 or 12. I don't even know what you're up to right now, but Margie told me she'd already pre-sold this many. And I was like, okay, sister, I got to get on the bandwagon with this. So I just made like 7 text messages with my picture, my before and after. And I just explained the product. I said, I can pre-order this. I'm really excited about it. Gave a few factoids. And I sold 5 sets immediately in like 10 minutes time. So can you imagine the income that this is going to give you? Can you imagine how you're going to reach star early? Like, you could be reaching star before the end of this month if you haven't already. There's going to be new consultants that jump on the bandwagon that are going to go crazy with this. So don't be left behind. Don't sit in the background and wait and be like, oh, I'm going to see how it works. You need to jump on the bike. I love that again. You need to be running, like getting ready to sprint with your skin, like Erica said. I'm not a big sprinter workout person, but I do Pilates now. So I'm trying to think of what my analogy would be with that. But nonetheless, we have to just, get involved and get excited about it. This is a blessing that we get to order it this month. Do not wait. Figure it out. Call your director. We are here for you. We're excited. And we're just going to open this up now to questions and thoughts and all kinds of great stuff, because that's how we learn. I guess that would be maybe my final thing is nobody expects anyone to have all this figured out, but we all get better with each other, right? And when one person has an idea and the other person has an idea and we share it, now you have 2 ideas and all of that good stuff that Mary Kay taught us. So, so let's just open it up and do some questions.
Awesome. Awesome. That sounds so good. Okay. First of all, I would say, Margie, I would love to know, I know you have pre-sold a whole lot. So I would love to hear how many and what did you say to your customers that caused them to say yes right off the bat, that they wanted this and they love this. And also, I am my own testimony as well to how incredible this product is, but I am on a Zoom call, like a a boxer, sorry, with a lot of the Emeriti national sales directors. And one of their daughters posted a picture of herself and said, "Oh my goodness, you guys, you all have to be using this product because look at all the lines in my forehead are now not as prominent. You could hardly even see anything. Some lines that she had just the lines right around her mouth and how they had disappeared. And the picture was just amazing, the before and after. And it's before the company had said it to them. They all just went on, "Oh, we need it right now and right now, right now, right now." So those before and after pictures make a huge difference, especially when it's someone that they know. So that's why it's important for everybody to take those pictures so that you can show exactly you and they can see the difference and be clamoring. So Margie, I'm going to throw it back to you.
Well, thanks, Stacy. You know, what I'm excited about is that my clients are excited. I know I keep using that word, but it is exciting to use this product because they're seeing a difference in my skin. But even before they knew they could get the product from me, they could see a difference in my skin. So what I want you to know is pre-selling is a simple process. And so I didn't share this earlier because I'll put it in the chat later, the script that I'm using. Pick up the phone, ladies. You've got to pick up the phone and call people. The things that I've talked about earlier with the posting, that's called the teaser. But where the real connection and the sale comes from is when you pick up the phone and call your clients. And this is my script. I wrote it down this morning because I thought maybe I would have time to share it. Hi, Judy. Hey, do you have a quick minute? So Mary Kay just launched a product called Clinical Solutions. And when I looked at the benefits women can have with this product, Judy, I thought of you because I know we've been working on fill in the blank, what you've been working on with her, with your current skincare, and Clinical Solutions will take it to the next level. It's a retinol product that we transition you into over 8 weeks. And then after that, you will use it as often as you want. I'll be doing a pilot program and would love for you to be a part of it. You'll receive, and I am giving an introductory price. Judy, would you like to join me in this retinalization process? And that's all I really said. And they were all like, they might have asked a couple more questions, but everybody but 2 women have said yes and pre-ordered it from me. Now, if I had to leave a message, this is what I said. Hey, Judy, it's Margie with Mary Kay. And I want you to know that we just released a supplemental skincare product that will marry with your current skincare. I'd love to share how it works and the benefits you can have. Give me a call back. And I'll also send you over a quick text message. And if I don't hear back from you in a couple days or so, I'll just circle back around and call you again. Have a great day. And that's all I said.
Yay, Margie. Thanks. I love the pick up the phone because that really is. Sometimes we forget in this land of technology and texting that the sound of the voice and the conversation back and forth makes such a dramatic impact in our relationships and our ability to let's be honest. Let's just put things out there on the table. Let's talk about this candidly. I want you to know how you really can benefit from this. It is a phenomenal product. First time we've ever had a product like this. But I also want you to know some of the aspects of it that you're going to want to follow with me. So the follow along part is the communication, and the phone is our greatest gift when it comes to that. So any questions anybody else has that they want to ask these 3 amazing women who have just shared with us? So any of the, let me see.
Actually, Stacy, I have one more thing just to add that I was going to add, and that is that this really is a perfect time to go through any kind of a little retinization process with your skin, because right now we're not in the summertime yet, unless you live in a climate where you're already sunbathing or outside. So this is a great time to be very gentle with your skin and not be in the sun. Why not? It's still kind of dreary outside, and even if you do have a little bit of flaking and redness, if you're not out and about seeing a lot of people, I mean, this is actually a quarantine situation. Is the perfect time for your skin to be a little bit going through something. Do you see what I'm saying? And I did have one little pimple that came out, and I was like, what? Where did that come from? And I think, again, it was that purging that Erica talked about, because of your cell turnover is so amped up. But just remember this. It's kind of like I would hop on this now and get as many people on now, this month, next month, to be doing the process so that their skin can be fabulous for the other seasons too. So.
Right. Yes. And your skin is also, sometimes when we're explaining all the information, you'll notice a difference. I noticed a difference right away. I mean, every night that I use it on my face, and I use the milk, the Calming Milk, I put it on my face because I've gone through the retinization process. And then I put the Calming Milk. I still use the Calming Milk because of how it feels and how I love it and how soothing it is, how it softens my skin. But when I wake up in the morning, I feel like, oh my gosh. I feel like I see better results all the time. So it is remarkable. It is just extraordinarily remarkable. And of course, for our company to be able to dive into that scientific research and come up with a product as extraordinary as this, you know, it is going to be a superior and phenomenal product. And everybody who's going to be using it is going to see the results when they follow the rules. So anybody else had a question? Any of the other directors, you guys? I think, let's see, Renee, did you have a question?
Is there any, does anyone have any experience on using this on scars? I have a couple of scars that I was wondering if anyone has like outside knowledge about that.
I bet Erica will.
You
Are
want
you
to jump on
ready
that,
to say something? Uh-oh.
Yeah. Renee, are you talking about scars on your face? Or
No, like on my body.
yeah. You know what? That's a good question. I don't know. I know that the skin on our body's a lot thicker than the skin on our face. So I would, for now, say probably not. Just because it's a lot thicker, you know?
Yeah, sounds good. So, and okay, so Brittany, you had a question too, right? Brittany Mitchell?
I didn't have a question, but I had a thought. And I think it just underscores everything that these women so wisely said, is that this is not meant to be a substitute for a daily skincare regimen. So what I hope all of you watching today are hearing is this is going to enhance not just sales of the new clinical solutions, but of your regular skincare regimens. So this is an opportunity for all of us to be amping up and being very religious with our daily skincare so that customers really can see, Stacey, what Erica and Margie and Stacey have talked about. And that is that the difference they're seeing is coming from clinical solutions. But that way, you know, God forbid you have someone who can't use clinical solutions, it's going to underscore the importance of a daily regimen. So this has been so terrific today. You guys are brilliant. Erica, Stacey, and Margie, thank you.
I agree. Brittany, such a great point. Such a great point. I truly, it is going to make a great difference on all of the sales in our skincare lines, because that is our day-to-day skincare, which is absolutely necessary for everyone to see the best skin that they can have. This is just going to elevate that process. And okay, so I think we're great. So any other questions that you guys are having? There's answers to questions, of course, on InTouch, and all the videos that you get to watch. You're going to learn so much from those, and your directors are going to be diving in even more, learning even more, as we are all learning even more. But I'm so with everybody on don't hold back. Jump on that bike and get involved, because the sooner that you start using the product yourself, and the sooner you start even doing these pre-orders right off the bat, is going to cause so many women to be thrilled, excited, and benefit from how phenomenal this product is. So this is the time to jump in head first, dive in, heart over the line. I have my Rockstar pin on, this side, Rockstar pin on, and that is for all of our stellar sellers who are stellar sellers this month, in the month of January. Also in the month of February, you get your fun new little Rockstar pin. And then also next week on our Super Surge is going to be our Super Surge Rockstar celebration. It's for all the consultants who have their star, their their $600 wholesale order into the company by Saturday, and you will be able to come on the Zoom with us, and we are going to have a blast. I'm actually going to be having all of you wear pink. You're going to wear pink. And then our stellar sellers that are wrapped up and they're done, we're going to have you wear white. So all the consultants who have placed their 600 wholesale orders, pink, and then stellar sellers who placed 1,000 or more, you're going to wear white, because we're going to have some special surprises in store for you. It's going to be our Surge celebration next Saturday. And then tomorrow, you guys, tomorrow I'm at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm going to do a Zoom, and really it's just kind of like almost like kind of coffee time with me. It's like Zoom with me. I'm going to be talking about our leadership, the spirit of our leadership, in Mary Kay, and why we are so unusual. Why is it that we are in common? We say those words, but why is that? And what is different? And why is it a leadership that's specifically focused on women, the empowerment of women, the valuing of women, for women to help understand how they can evolve their confidence. What is it about our leadership and how we lead and how our company was created? What makes us special? And so for those of you who are consultants to come on, just spending the time with me and me sharing some of those thoughts, I have 5 points I'm going to share. If your husbands want to come on and they want to listen along, absolutely. And then any guests, you have guests that maybe are on the fence and they just kind of need to hear a little bit more about the culture of our company, why we are set apart, what is different, why it is so powerful, and also the benefit of the longevity in their life and the benefit it would be for their families, besides themselves individually as women, everyone that we influence. What does it mean to be a leader in our company? And what role do you play and how do you play that role? So guests who have some questions, guests who would just like to listen in, someone who is just making a decision, and new consultants who just need to know for sure they made the greatest decision on the face of the earth to step into our company and our business, taking those first steps to solidify their confidence and their clarity and their understanding. I love leadership. Makes my heart beat faster. It is the core of who I am, and this is my life's work. And the more that I learn about leadership, the more that I have dove into and read leadership books and listened to podcasts, I know for sure not only do you learn about the excellence of what leadership and influence is about, but that we really are something very unique and uncommon, and we can write our own book. We absolutely can. So I love you all. I'm excited about this week. I'm excited about all the appointments, all the women, all of the SkinCeuticals that are sold in. We adore you. So you mean the world to us. Hope I see you tomorrow.